Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. As always, it is very good to see you. What has played out in Kolkata today, ladies and gentlemen, is simply put unbelievable and unprecedented. After all, when is the last time you saw a sitting chief minister storm in as an ED raid is underway and walk away with files and electronic devices and documents, and then walk right into another raid location and repeat this quote-unquote evidence chori and stay put there and promise retribution to the Home Minister of the country? Ladies and gentlemen, there's only one chief minister capable of such fire and fury, and at one level, you have to respect the lady for her daring. On another level, of course, you got to think, what was she really thinking with this level of criminal intimidation of a central agency? Ladies and gentlemen, the ED versus Didi battle that raged through the day today will be played out in the courts tomorrow. Also tomorrow, Didi will be hitting the streets against what she sees as an attempt by the BJP to steal her poll strategy and intimidate her poll strategist. Bengal, or rather India, has actually never seen a battle play out like this. But come to think of it, the timing was ripe for it. After all, polls are scheduled later this year, and the BJP and the TMC are tied in what we call a battle to death. Which is why questions will be raised on the TMC's poll consultant, the I-PAC, being raided not just in 2 locations, but in 10 locations across India right ahead of elections. It's a valid question. Now, as the raids began in the first location in Kolkata at I-PAC co-founder Prateek Jain's residence, Mamata Banerjee swooped right in with her police chief and stayed there, ladies and gentlemen, for 25 minutes. And when she left, she walked away with a green file, a mysterious green file. She then showed up at the second location, the I-PAC office. And again, her team whisked away electronic documents and files. She, in fact, only left the second premise after Prateek Jain showed up at his office. Prateek Jain, just by the way, is not just the I-PAC's lead that helped Mamata Banerjee win the 2022 and 2024 elections. He also manages the TMC's IT cell. At both places today, Mamata Banerjee thundered and threatened. She called Home Minister Amit Shah naughty and nasty. She accused him of sending in the ED to steal her poll strategy and her voter data. She said rather dramatically that the raids on I-PAC were a raid on Bengal.
Collect all of our party hard disk, the candidate list, the party strategy, the party plan. Is it the duty of the ED and Amit Shah, the nasty Home Minister, the naughty Home Minister, who cannot protect the country, and he's taking away all my party documents? अगर आप हमारे साथ लड़ने नहीं सकते हैं, तो अब क्यों हम बंगाल में आते हैं? आप लोकतंत्र पुलिस प्रोसेस में जीतो, आप एजेंसी लगा के हमारा पेपर लूट करते हैं, हमारा स्ट्रैटेजी लूट करते हैं, हमारा डेटा लूट करते हैं, हमारा वोटर लूट करते हैं, हमारा बंगाल को लूट करते हैं। जितना भी सीट आपको मिलना चाहिए था, इससे तो अब जीरो में आ जाएगा। मिस्टर प्राइम मिनिस्टर, प्लीज कंट्रोल योर होम मिनिस्टर। सबसे बड़ो क्रिमिनल, मनी पावर, मसल पावर, killer of democracy.
That was Mamata Banerjee, who has now been dragged to court by the ED for obstructing their raids and snatching away evidence. The ED, in fact, has told the court that all was peaceful till the chief minister arrived with her troops, obstructed the raids, and walked away with key files and documents and hard disks. The ED is also defending itself against charges of being weaponized by the BJP right ahead of elections. They say the raids were not against a political party, but against the beneficiaries of Hawala money. They say that I-PAC has received funds that are connected to the infamous coal smuggling scam, and they were simply doing their job. The BJP has said pretty much the same thing, but they are also demanding that Mamata Banerjee now be arrested for stealing evidence. The BJP says on their Twitter handle, and I'm quoting them now, a sitting chief minister rushing to the spot looking clueless and breathless to collect party documents and hard disks is not damage control. It indicates a deeper conspiracy. The political fight, ladies and gentlemen, has raged on through the day today. Take a look at how it played out.
ये अपराध है जो फाइल चोरी किया वो चोरी किया इस सारे जुर्म में मुख्यमंत्री ममता बनर्जी को गिरफ्तार करना चाहिए। हम मांग कर रहे हैं ममता बनर्जी को तुरंत गिरफ्तार करके हिरासत में लेना चाहिए और उस फाइल को उद्धार करना चाहिए।
सवाल ईडी से पूछा जा रहा है और जवाब दे रहा है ईडी का स्पोक्सपर्सन भारतीय जनता पार्टी। ये पूरा देश के सामने, पूरा देश को पता चल चुका है कि जहां पर भी इलेक्शन होता है वहां पर नरेंद्र मोदी और अमित शाह के जाने से पहले उनका ग्राउंड तैयार करने का काम ईडी और सीबीआई करता है।
ये साफ तौर पे दिखाता है कि पश्चिम बंगाल में भारतीय जनता पार्टी एसआईआर, चुनाव आयोग के सहयोग और तमाम हथकंडों के बावजूद भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी को अपनी हार स्पष्ट नजर आ रही है। इसलिए बौखलाहट में भारतीय जनता पार्टी एजेंसीज का, ईडी का, सीबीआई का खूब उपयोग करेगी और ये सिर्फ भारतीय जनता पार्टी की बौखलाहट को दिखाता है।
Let me go straight across to my colleague Bhavtosh, who's tracking what all the ED is saying and doing this evening. He's joining us from right outside the ED office. Bhavtosh, the ED has now knocked at the doors of the High Court, so the matter is in High Court tomorrow. In fact, not just the ED, even the I-PAC co-founder Prateek Jain has knocked the doors of the court. I want to ask you what the ED is saying about the quote-unquote evidence that the BJP says that Mamata Banerjee has stolen. What, for example, is in that mysterious green file that Mamata Banerjee showed to the press and then walked away with?
Well, as far as the Enforcement Directorate is concerned, they have issued a statement, and the statement clearly mentioned that she went to two places. One was the raids that happened at Prateek Jain's residence and also at the IPAC office, and they have said that she in fact collected evidence that were part of the searches that were going on, and she picked up files and also some electronic gadgets. Now, that's what they have said in the statement that was released by the Enforcement Directorate just few hours back, and they have said that this one can say was tampering with the searches that were going on, and they have said that it was one of the reasons why they have now approached the Calcutta High Court, and it could be possible that the mentioning will take place around 10 in the morning before the Calcutta High Court. Now, importantly, this is not the first time that such a standoff has taken place in West Bengal. Earlier also in January 2024, when Shahjahan Sheikh had in fact assaulted ED officials in the ration scam. This has happened, and also we all know what happened when Calcutta Commissioner premises were raided by the CBI. ED has also said that their searches will continue. They are in fact going on in Delhi, and total 10 places were raided by the Enforcement Directorate today.
We leave it there, which means the drama will continue tomorrow. It will continue not just in the courts, Bhavtosh, it will also continue on the streets of Calcutta, where Mamata Banerjee, true to her style, will be sitting on a dharna. We leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much for joining us. My guest this evening, Gopal Krishna Agarwal, national spokesperson of the BJP. Has he joined us yet or not? No, he hasn't. Barrister Kabir Shankar Bose is a political analyst joining us on the broadcast. Kabir, would you want to get your frame to be a little better? If you do, we'll give you the time to do that. Sandeepa Chakrabarti is spokesperson of the Congress party. Hi, Sandeepa. Good to have you on the show. Sabir Ali is a political analyst. He's joining us on the show. And Advocate Niladri Bhattacharya, political analyst, with us on the show as well this evening. I would have liked to start with Gopal Krishna Agarwal, but I believe he is running late, which is why I'm going to ask Barrister Kabir Shankar Bose to reply to what the BJP is saying. The BJP is making a simple point. And if you look at the optics that have played out today and the high drama that has played out today, anyone who's watching the drama, Barrister Kabir, will ask one simple question. There are ED raids happening at IPAC. Okay. Now, does the ED have the right to raid IPAC? It does have the right to raid IPAC. But yes, why should a sitting chief minister show up there, obstruct the raids, and walk away with what the ED is calling evidence? This is criminal intimidation. So the BJP is saying that she should be arrested. Should she be arrested?
Right. Good evening to everyone. Firstly, this is not the first time we've seen this kind of a brazen act by a constitutional authority in West Bengal, the chief minister. She has done this before. She has done this when the CBI went to the commissioner of police in the past. She has done this, at the CGO complex, the office of the ED, and she's done this today. Now, this is not only illegal, this is a breakdown of the constitutional machinery. In a federal structure, a central investigating agency being interfered with by the chief minister is absolutely anarchy, and it's a breakdown of law and order. And I believe that immediately constitutional authorities who are at the helm of the constitution, they should take cognizance of this, notice of this, and federal measures, constitutional measures should be put in West Bengal, and the chief minister should be taken to task because she has interfered with an ongoing investigation.
Okay, but then the counter argument to that will be that in a federal structure, the central government doesn't weaponize its agencies against an opponent right ahead of elections, which the TMC is accusing you of doing. And if you look at the timing, well, it is suspect.
Right. We may talk about timing, but let's talk about evidence. A case proceeds on evidence, and that is why we have the judicial level of scrutiny. Whatever the investigating agency does, you may argue that they are under the control of the executive. But everything what they do goes to court. The ED has gone to Calcutta High Court. Tomorrow morning, like you said, there is a hearing in Calcutta High Court. Everything is subject to judicial scrutiny. There must be evidence. That is why Mamta's ministers are behind bars for so many days. If this is political victimization, why would her ministers be behind bar?
Okay, Niladri, I mean, people have seen what has happened through the day today, and the one word to describe it is unprecedented. That you've never seen a chief minister actually drop in mid-raid, obstruct the raids of a central agency, and then walk away with evidence. Now, is this criminal intimidation or not? Simple question. The counter argument is that it is criminal intimidation of a central agency to come and raid, the political and election consultants of the TMC. That's another thing. We'll talk about that later. But what was this, bhai? What was she thinking? Which chief minister does this?
Shreya, you are perfectly correct. This is unprecedented. It is unprecedented of the ED, a constitutionally authorized agency to collect party documents through the back door. Please understand, I-PAC is also leading the TMC IT cell.
Correct.
And today, the timing is very important, Shreya. JP Nadda lands in the morning and ED raids I-PAC. Just see the timing. Just see the timing. See, politics is all about optics. We all know that this BJP government has been utilizing the CBI and the ED. In 2021, when all the 4 ministers were arrested, and there was an allegation that Mamata Banerjee had given rise to mobocracy. The matter went up till Supreme Court, of which fortunately I was a part of. And at the end of the day, Shreya, what happened? Mr. Tushar Mehta just took an adjournment time, and till that date onward, the matter has not come up again.
Okay.
Because they could not prove it. They could not prove it. It is an ED who acts, the BJP government ambitions with agencies, be it CBI, ED, whatever, because they can't fight Mamta Banerjee. You come to the streets, fight with us. Let's see whoever wins how many seats.
But Niladri, you are saying that this was the BJP trying to steal away the poll strategy and documents of the TMC from the back door. But the ED is saying, and they're saying this in court, they're saying it in a note that they have published for the press as well, that the raids were not political. They were not against a political party. They were against I-PAC, number one. Number two, they are saying the raids were in connection with Hawala funds being transferred to I-PAC, that some 20 crore rupees have been transferred to I-PAC from people who are actually linked to the coal scam in Bengal. Now, if there is a suspicious money link and a money trail, will the ED not raid the premises of that particular organization that has got the funds to collect more evidence? They are saying हमारे पास evidence है. अब कल कोर्ट में अगर वो evidence दिखा देंगे, will it not be embarrassing for Mamta Banerjee, who charged in without thinking?
To answer your question, Shreya, this pertains to an FIR of 2020. The coal scam is an FIR of 2020, where all the accused, including Arup Marji and everyone, has been given bail. Even the CISF inspector who was in custody, he has also been given bail. So 5 years you wait for it. 5 years you were very conveniently you were sleeping over it. And now when the election comes and the political atmosphere is heated up with the SIR issue, you start by a backdoor entry to get hold of my documents. What kind of, see, people of India are very clever. They understand, Shreya. They understand what is happening. It's not rocket science.
Okay. But Sabir Ali, you also speak for the TMC, and therefore I'm going to continue this conversation with you. भाई IPAC पे ऐसा क्या था? आप कह रहे हो this is, you know, the ED stealing TMC's documents from the back door. ऐसा क्या intimidating या incriminating document था जो कि ममता बनर्जी बचाने आई? If there was nothing to hide, होने देते, रेड कर लीजिए, रेड जितनी रेड करनी है TMC के ऑफिस में भी आके रेड कर लीजिए. आपको तो ये बोलना चाहिए था. There's clearly something to hide according to the BJP, which is why Mamata Banerjee did what is being called unprecedented, and in some quarters it is also being called crazy.
देखिए, बात ऐसा है कि सबको पता है कि IPAC एक इलेक्शन एजेंसी है. और उन लोग हर पार्टी के लिए अलग अलग स्टेट में काम करता है.
ठीक है.
तो यहाँ बंगाल में तृणमूल कांग्रेस के लिए काम कर रहा है. तो यहाँ पर ही हम लोगों का पार्टी का जो इलेक्शन में अब कुछ ही वक्त बाकी है और हमारे कैंडिडेट का लिस्ट एक्चुअली बीजेपी को चाहिए. तृणमूल कांग्रेस किसको कहां से कैंडिडेट कर रहा है, कैंडिडेट लिस्ट लेके वो लोग कैंडिडेट को ब्लैकमेल करने की कोशिश कर रहा है. सामने से कभी सरकार को गिरा नहीं सकेगा, पीछे से सरकार का हम लोग गिराने की कोशिश कर रहा है. टोटल डेटा कलेक्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहा है. तृणमूल कांग्रेस का
ऐसा कौन सा डेटा है टीएमसी के पास? ऐसा कौन सा डेटा है टीएमसी के पास, नंबर 1, जो अभी तक बीजेपी के पास नहीं होगा, सबसे पहले? और 2, ऐसे उस डेटा में क्या है? चलो ठीक है, इंटरनल आपकी कैंडिडेट लिस्ट, लेकिन उस इंटरनल कैंडिडेट लिस्ट से बीजेपी ब्लैकमेल कैसे कर सकती है आपके कैंडिडेट्स को? अगर उन्होंने, आपके पास ऐसी कुछ लिस्ट है जहां पे आपके कैंडिडेट्स ने बदमाशी की, चोरी की, पैसा खाया, वो दूसरी बात है.
हर बूथ में किस तरीके से काम होगा, इस तरीके के जो हमारा प्लान है, सारा प्लान को चोरी करने के लिए ईडी के जरिए से बीजेपी ने आज कोशिश किया. बंगाल में ईडी के जरिए से आज बीजेपी ने कोशिश किया और मुख्यमंत्री ममता बनर्जी ने स्पॉट में जाकर दिखाया कि हम आज भी ईडी से नहीं डरते हैं, हम आज भी बीजेपी से नहीं डरते हैं. गलत करेगा मुख्यमंत्री रास्ता में रहेगा. ममता बनर्जी एक आंदोलन करके आई है और कल भी सड़क कर बंगाल में जाम रहेगा. बीजेपी के खिलाफ हम लोग लड़ेंगे.
वेरी गुड.
और आखिरी दम तक उसको लड़ेंगे.
लेकिन मुझे ये बताइए कि आपने कहा ममता बनर्जी ने दिखा दिया कि हम किसी से नहीं डरते, तो ममता बनर्जी सच्चाई से भी नहीं डरती, तो उनको ईडी रेड से भी नहीं डरना चाहिए था. क्यों पहुंच गई वहां? एक जगह नहीं, 2 जगह पहुंच गई. और सिर्फ पहुंची नहीं, फाइल लेके गई, हार्ड डिस्क लेके गई, डॉक्यूमेंट्स लेके गई. क्यों भाई?
कोई साजिश करके इलेक्शन कमीशन ईडी के जरिए से हमारा डेटा चोरी करके ले जाएगा तो हम लोग क्या खामोश बैठ के रहेंगे?
भाई ऐसा क्या नायाब डेटा है जिसको, विच इज अ स्टेट सीक्रेट?
चोरी करने आया था भारतीय जनता पार्टी. भारतीय जनता पार्टी तृणमूल कांग्रेस का कैंडिडेट लिस्ट, तृणमूल कांग्रेस का प्रोजेक्ट, तृणमूल कांग्रेस का इलेक्शन एजेंडा, तृणमूल कांग्रेस का इलेक्शन प्रकल्प, सबको चोरी करने.
Gopal Krishna Agarwal, you and the ED are accusing Mamata Banerjee of evidence chori, and here is the TMC accusing the BJP of trying to do not just document chori but election chori as well. जवाब दीजिए भाई.
देखिए श्रेया जी, we have to understand what Mamta ji did was complete intimidation of the ED and investigation agency, one thing, which is quite illegal. Even whenever there is a raid or anything, whether income tax, CBI or ED, no document can be taken away without the permission of ED. And whatever ED takes away from the search or raid, they have to get it signed from the person from whom they take it away. They have to show it. So this allegation is completely false and not correct, that they were trying to take away documents which are related to Mamata Banerjee's election strategy. Because whatever document ED would have taken, that they would have shown the IPAC and other officers. Second important point is what TMC and their spokesperson or Mamta ji is alleging is that my documents were being taken away. The raid was for taking away our political strategy. This is completely an allegation only. she has no proof. Ultimately,
भाई ऐसी
she,
क्या
what
political
she did
strategy है that needs
is
to be
that
stolen?
she
I agree
was
with you, Agarwal
evidence
ji.
against those coal
I agree
block.
with you there, Agarwal ji. But listen, let me just
coal
put
block
out. Yeah. Just a minute.
corruption
जरा देखिए
case
स्क्रीन पे
has
देखिए.
taken away
Agarwal ji,
those
एक मिनट. I'll tell you why questions are being raised at the ED. जरा देखिए उनका track record as regards opposition क्या है. You know, in the era of the BJP, of all politicians who the ED has raided / activated cases against, 95% of them have been opposition netas. By the end of it, conviction kitno ka hua hai out of 190 or something?
Less than
Only
2%.
2. गोपाल जी सवाल तो उठेंगे. ईडी का ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड देख लीजिए.
No.
नहीं, सवाल उठने चाहिए.
नहीं, हाँ ठीक है, I'll come to you. Yeah.
नहीं, ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड तो पहले का भी देख लीजिए.
हाँ, Kabir wants to come
The
in.
important thing, Shreya ji,
I just want to make a quick point.
हाँ, Kabir.
Whatever the ED, CBI has done in West Bengal, we can very well, the TMC spokespeople can call it a political witch hunt. But every issue has been subject to judicial scrutiny.
Correct.
You may say the conviction rate has been low, but conviction takes time in our country. There are a large number of witnesses. But why isn't bail being granted? Why are these ministers in jail for years and years? So are you saying the judicial scrutiny is also political? No, that cannot be. We have to have faith in the judiciary.
No, judicial
and that is why
scrutiny will be on people who the ED files a case against. The data I'm putting out is telling us that 95% of all netas in the BJP era who have been targeted by the ED or questioned by the ED, etc., have been opposition netas.
Shreya, conviction comes
Shreya, let me reply to this.
Sandeepa is smiling.
Let me reply to this.
नहीं, अभी Sandeepa is smiling and I want to know why Sandeepa is smiling. Gentlemen, 1 minute. You don't want to let the lady speak? That's not right. But then you can always say that, madam, you're also a lady and you are the only one who has been speaking on this show. Sandeepa, go ahead. You're smiling. Tell us why.
No, thank you so much, Shreya madam, and I want to thank Bhavtosh ji, your ground reporter Bhavtosh ji, because at the first of our conversation, Bhavtosh ji has said that there is some sort of this kind of raids पहले भी हो चुका है.
Correct.
So it's kind of a deja vu kind of thing for West Bengal's people, like on the eve of 2021 West Bengal's election, the same kind of raids were happening there in West Bengal, and this Anup Majhi alias Lala, इनको पकड़ा गया था या फिर उनको पकड़ा ही नहीं गया था. ED and CBI was not even able to find him, and then he himself surrendered in front of Supreme Court, and then he got a Raksha Kavach from Supreme Court. And the irony is, Shreya ma'am, this Anup Majhi, he has been granted bail on a bond of 10 lakh rupees, not from a normal court, not from an apex court. It was literally CBI and ED special court from Asansol. Now the funny fact is,
Sandeepa ji, what are you saying? You are saying that the ED is actually concocting stories to target the TMC whichever way they can? मतलब you're speaking for the TMC, good to see. ये तो alliance dharma निभा रहे हैं आप.
No, not the alliance dharma. I am talking about Anup Majhi and the connection of Anup Majhi with Abhishek Banerjee, ECL, the governance, Mamata Banerjee's governance. Actually, the thing is, ये winter जो है West Bengal में winter बहुत special होती है. Why it's very special? Because it is completely sun-kissed winter in West Bengal. Nalen gur ka payesh is famous in West Bengal. Circus is famous in West Bengal during winter. So every time this kind of deja vu kind of circus we are witnessing, like
बहुत बढ़िया, ये political circus हो गया.
पॉलिटिकल आप बोल रहे ड्रामा. एक मिनट श्रेया जी, एक चीज, ये जितने भी सारे लोगों ने बात की, एक कंक्लूजन पॉइंट में एक चीज बोलना चाहती हूँ कि इतने सारे कोल स्कैम, इतने सारे कैटल स्मगलिंग का, गाय तस्करी का जो कांड हुआ, जो सैंड स्कैम हुआ, अनुब्रत मंडल को किस लिए बेल मिला? अनुब्रत मंडल को इसलिए बेल मिला क्योंकि ईडी एंड सीबीआई के पास बंगाली ट्रांसलेटर नहीं है. यहाँ पे जो भी सर हमारे बीजेपी के बैठे हुए हैं, बंगाल में भी बीजेपी का एक ब्रांच है, बहुत अच्छे बंगाली बोलने वाले हैं, उन लोगों को लेके चले जाते ट्रांसलेटर.
Niladri, the point is this the first time that, Mamata Banerjee's government / people have tried to intimidate central agencies that have come into Bengal for various investigations? It's not the first time. And that is what raises questions. कभी NIA पे अटैक होता है, कभी CBI की टीम पे अटैक हो जाता है, कभी ED की टीम पे अटैक हो जाता है और उनको obstruct कर लिया जाता है. Now you spoke about the federal structure, ना? तो federal structure में ये सब काम तो नहीं होने चाहिए.
Attacks on any investigating agency is deplorable. There is no doubt about it.
वो देखिए.
Let's not mix with that. But Kabir is a very dear friend of mine. I have very good memories with working with him. But answering to what Kabir said, there's judicial scrutiny, he said. It's perfect. We have to go for judicial scrutiny. I just want to point out one thing, the stark difference between 2021 and 2026. In 2021, when there was an allegation of Mamata Banerjee of barging into the CBI office, and the High Court entertained the petition the same day, and in the midnight hearing till 9:30, the High Court gave a stay on the order passed by the lower court. The difference is here today, the ED moves the Justice Shubhra Ghosh's court, but the court refuses to hear the matter and says, file it and come, we'll hear it tomorrow.
Okay.
So somewhere down the line, in the judicial scrutiny also, there may be a feeling that this is as we all know, this is a political game.
No, so what are you saying? The ED has been weaponized by the BJP and the courts have been weaponized by the BJP as well. Is that what you're saying, Nilandri?
No. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, the court, while seeing the gravity of the incident in the last occasion in 2021, gave a stay at 9 o'clock in the night.
Okay.
But here today, the court did not refuse to hear it today and posted the matter for tomorrow.
तो भाई आग क्या लगी है? होने दीजिए raid. As I'm saying, if there is nothing to hide, होने दीजिए raid. Tomorrow, Mamata Banerjee can go argue in court and get the raid stopped.
But we have no problem with the raids, but don't steal our documents. Don't do a raid of political only.
This is a very interesting situation, ladies and gentlemen, where we have two parties, the ED and Didi, accusing each other of evidence chori and stealing documents. The court hears the matter tomorrow. Mamata Banerjee hits the streets tomorrow. We'll see how it plays out. I hope all of you will be back on the show again tomorrow. Gopal Krishna Agarwal, dhanyavad. Thank you very much. Kabir Shankar Bose, thank you. Good night. Sandeepa, good to have you on the show. Sabir Ali, dhanyavad. And Nilandri Bhattacharya, good to have you on the show. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, a quick break. Picture abhi baki hai, as they say. On the other side, there's lots more news. Do stay with us.